So this is known as a silent killer because up to 93% of the US population and 50% around the world already have it. It's the root cause of every single leading cause of death around the world, so you definitely want to see this so you can fix it. Let's get to it. In the body, the food gets converted into glucose, and then in turn gets absorbed by the bloodstream. The glucose flows through the blood and gets absorbed by every cell in the body. This is how the body gets energy and nutrients. Any extra glucose in the blood that the body doesn't need has to get stored in a couple of places first. First, in the muscles and the liver, but these can only hold so much. After that, it gets stored into fat cells. Insulin is the very important hormone that puts glucose into these areas of the body. But because these areas can only hold so much, we have been socialized to have a meal and a snack every 2 hours. And when we do this, that creates a problem. Insulin has to keep pushing the glucose into the fat cells because the muscles and the liver are constantly full. Eventually, the fat cells start growing and growing because of extra glucose. And if we keep giving any more glucose to the fat cells, they're going to start resisting the insulin. And this is known as insulin resistance. But the body is desperate to get the glucose out of the blood because if it stays here, then it becomes toxic. Now the body starts creating more and more insulin to try to force the glucose out of the bloodstream and into the fat cells. And when your insulin keeps going up and up, it becomes a war in your body. That's called hyperinsulinemia. As your insulin keeps going up and up, you're going to notice your fat cells and all the cells across your body are going to become more and more insulin resistant. And in the long term, this is going to cause problems. Symptoms start with extreme thirst, headaches, brain fog, low energy, and tingling of the limbs. But insulin resistance is progressive, which eventually leads to chronic illness. You can be insulin resistant for many years before chronic illness begins, but you don't have to wait until then to fix it. And if you already have chronic illness, don't worry. You can fix the insulin resistance, you can fix the chronic illness. Feel free to check the other videos for more. And you may not need this right now, but someone you know may need the help. Feel free to send this video to them as well.